Hey guys, what's up? This is Ryan from Tower Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a full review of the iPhone 5C. We're going to be going over all the aspects of the device, the design, build quality, performance, how it performs every day as a regular phone in terms of call quality and things of that nature. So first of all, I'd say the biggest change with this phone is the design. If we compare it to the iPhone 5 here, which is what it's basically modeled after, you can see that for the most part they look similar from a distance, but when you actually get it in your hand it feels so much different. Personally, I think it actually feels easier to hold in the hand just because it's sort of the edges are rounded, so it's easier on the hand and it feels really nice. When I first got it I thought it was really slippery, but that problem sort of went away as I got more used to it, and I actually had it in the case, which I have right here, which is the actual 5C case, which is something that we're going to need to throw a review out for. So overall, I think that the build quality is fantastic. It feels really solid. It doesn't even feel like plastic. There's no creaking whatsoever. It looks really stylish. Comes in 5 different colors. We have the white, there's yellow, blue, pink, and green. So you have quite a bit of color options with the iPhone 5C. I think it looks really nice with the color on the front. Around the bezel you get a little hint of what the color is, and it looks really nice when it's in a case. So if we look around the device, we have the power button on the top, volume rocker, and mute switch on the left hand side. Nothing on the right hand side except for the SIM card tray. And we have the lightning port, speaker, microphone, and 3.5mm headphone jack on the bottom. And no real problems with anything other than the speaker port, which I found is pretty easy to cover up. Something that I didn't really notice on the iPhone 5. Buttons are very tactile, feel very nice, even though they are made of plastic. You can probably hear it clicking. It's really nice feedback that you get with the buttons. If we look at the front of the phone, we can see that we have the classic home button with the square, so it's not like the iPhone 5S. We have the speaker for phone calls, the 1.2 megapixel front-facing camera, which has been updated a little bit, and it definitely looks a lot sharper than the previous iPhone 5. On the back, we still have the same 8 megapixel camera, microphone, and LED flash. We have the Apple logo and the iPhone. In terms of performance, it's hard to compare to the iPhone 5 because the majority of the time that I was using that phone I was running iOS 6, which was a very smooth operating system. Can't necessarily say the same about iOS 7. While for the most part it does run smoothly, in some areas like the music app, it just really does not run very well, and I'm pretty disappointed with it. But overall, it's a very usable phone. There's just certain times when you're going to find yourself kind of frustrated with the software, which is not something you would usually say about Apple. But overall, the performance is very good. Runs games well. It runs third-party apps fine. It's just some of the apps that Apple developed haven't worked all the bugs out quite yet. So in terms of internal specs, we have the same specs as the iPhone 5. We have the Apple A6 processor, the dual-core, same chip that we had before, and it still performs rather well. We have 1 GB of RAM, the same display as the iPhone 5, and pretty much everything else is the same except for the battery is a little bit bigger, the front-facing camera is improved, and we have a new plastic design. If we talk about battery life, I think that this phone has improved a lot over the 5. It's kind of hard to compare because I used the phone for about a year, so the battery was probably a little bit less than what it was when I first got it. But Apple said there was a 10% increase, I believe, in the 5C over the 5, and I'm at 88% right now, so I haven't really been using the phone that much today, but that's pretty common. I'm able to get through a full day, even of heavy use. I'll be down around probably 25%, so the battery life is definitely a lot better on the iPhone 5C than the 5. If we talk a little bit more about the cameras, we have the 1.2 megapixel front-facing camera right here. In the new camera app, you can see that it's a very sharp image. You can see the camera right there. The back-facing camera, again, takes very good pictures. Paired with the new options in the camera app, it's a very good camera experience. Takes some very high-quality photos for a cell phone camera. So to sum up the review, I definitely recommend this phone. What you're getting is basically a iPhone 5 drop down to $99 and the option of 5 new colors. If you have a 4S, then I would definitely recommend getting this phone. As you're going to see a major bump in performance in the camera, in the operating system as a whole. and it's just going to be overall a better experience. You're going to have the bigger screen. I think that this phone is definitely very appealing for the price and what you get. That's all for this review, guys. Thanks for watching. Leave a like below if you liked it and comment what you think about this phone. Also, subscribe for future videos.